Listen, we're standing here with a legend.
Legend, man.
Not only
in my own mind.
you have no idea, but we're not going to act up in this interview because there's so many different areas. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have no idea about this dude.
Just have a great time, but
Al, the Bishop.
Hobbs.
And I wish I could get that voice down there, but I can't because that's a gift from God.
But then I wish I could have highs, and I don't have any highs, you know. So, you know, I got to be really careful how I speak because somebody can't even hear me. You know, I get on the phone and somebody says, "What'd you say, blood?"
Yeah, but he gets on the mic in the audience, and all you start hearing is women talking about and all this kind of stuff.
Well, you know, over the years you get a little inkling on how to use it. You know?
Yeah, okay. He's gonna teach us that a little later on. But right now, what we want to know is there was so many great moments tonight at the Stellars. You know, we just want to know one of his. There's so many, but just one of his. What was special to him?
Well, to be very honest, I thought that Kurt Franklin was absolutely superb in this performance tonight. I thought that the fact that he, you know, brought the combination of media elements into, you know, the ministry elements. Strong song, strong presence, excellent delivery, excellent, you know, media support, you know, in that delivery. I just thought it was a monster performance. I really did. And I thought, you know, even for the Stellar Awards, it took it to a place where we just haven't been. You know, so if he's doing that kind of stuff in this concert fair coming up, you know, and all that kind of stuff, he's gonna be a killer, man. You know, because that's the kind of stuff that does some communicating that, you know, a lot of this and that, you know, it's just not gonna get. You know, so the bottom line is it was a highlight moment for me from a professional perspective. I do think that the show at large had some extreme technical advancements, and of course a part of that comes from being in the home of the Grand Ole Opry, and I mean, if you don't get state of the art here, you don't get state of the art. You know, it's that kind of thing. So I thought from that perspective, the camera work, the blocking, all those kind of stuff was just absolutely fabulous. And I kind of like the fact that there wasn't a lot of chicanery and trickery in the sets and all of this, and wasn't nobody flying in from 9 o'clock and all of that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, I really was into that. You know, that it came down the pike, and it really felt like, you know, a good gospel show. There was some, what's the word I want? I think some explosive moments that happened that may or may not been what should have happened at a set like this. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line to this, and I think we all got to understand that Mr. Jackson has to come out of here with a television show. And a television show that's efficient, cost efficient as well. You know, and a lot of times when we get into, you know, really the fullness of ministries, you know, you can't really do what you need to do, you know, because, you know, I think that probably whole block of time may have cost $30,000, $40,000. Just that little 10 or 15 minutes, you know.
That puts another spin on it.
So,
education right here,
man. It makes it a little different thing. I'm not saying that it did. I don't know. I'm not in that, you know, area with John, but I know it had to cost somebody something. You know? So when you kind of look at it in that way, you know, a lot of things are lawful. They're not necessarily expedient. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not a drawback because I believe that everybody was honest in what they were feeling. You know, and you know, to say it, but I think you got to use some wisdom. But on the other side of the coin, where do you get the industry together, but at a place like this and at a setting like this? You know. So, and I don't believe anybody purposed to take advantage of it in that sense to drive a particular thought or a message in, you know, but I do think that it's like Kurt, he's feeling that way. You know, he's got to sit down and get on the telephone and call the dogs and say, hey, we're going to meet at A, B, and C, and somebody's just got to start it, and it's got to happen, you know. And because I don't know that Stella necessarily is the one that needs to help him pull that kind of thing together. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. It's just one man's opinion, you know. But overall, I thought the awards were really sweet. I thought it's going to be great television. I enjoyed the energy. I thought Ty Tribbett was off-chain. in terms of performance. The whole ministry side of that, I felt ministry there too. And you know, the real challenge is, in particular when we're in this contemporary age, is how do we fuse showmanship, how do we fuse performance and ministry together to make an explosive package. And I really kind of think Ty has found that magic, even though for some it's going to be out there, it's going to be too far right, you know. You know, for others it may be, wow, I mean, you know, I can see somebody saying, ain't no God in that, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of the old liners. But the truth of the matter is, I feel it, you know, and one reason I feel, because you can't be that energetic and that out there without that being natural in you. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't be that way without it being natural. Okay?
Listen,
that was great.
From the heart of a father of the industry, out of Bishop Hobbs. Yo, we definitely could have said nothing about what he said.
We love him. We gonna get out of here. We gotta let him go. Very important man. Peace.
Peace out.